Hey, Chris, I want to have a little fun with this here. Why not? Right? Like, so how would you pronounce the name? I don't know. But I'm just gonna say, like, so hang up here, right? Oh, here's my favorite negative streamers. Okay, let me ask you this. Do you think that I want Etsy to be negative? Do you think that I don't want it to succeed? Like, I don't know who you are. You don't know who I am. If we were in a coffee shop, I'm not sure that you would address me that way. But okay, let's just say you're thousands of miles away. All right, I'm going to address you personally because you addressed me personally, and I just think like it's kind of funny that you would say, "Well, we shouldn't be talking like this because we're just talking negative." No, we're talking facts, and we're talking about what we can do to combat the things that are happening. All right. That's what we're talking about. Do you think that I wish that all this negative stuff that was happening around here, so that way I can't have people come in and feel comfortable and confident on selling on Etsy? I love Etsy as a platform, but you still have to poke holes in it. I sold on Amazon for years, millions of dollars, still poked holes in it. You have to, right? If you're not, you're just oblivious. If we're just going to sit here and turn a blind eye to it, I'm not helping my audience. I'm not helping the viewers that want to watch and want us to report on this stuff because we're keeping people in the loop. We're keeping people in tune with what's happening and not sitting here and being one of the gurus out there that's saying like, oh yeah, just put up this on Etsy and you'll go ahead and you'll make your $15,000 a month. Oh, you know what? Here, you can sell this little coaster. You rock, man. And you can sell this thing and make $10,000 a month. Here it is. Sell this. You can sell it with this. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing at all. Chris, this was supposed to be a rant for you, but I'm going on a rant right now. Look at me go. Right?
We got Scott fired up. And I think the biggest misunderstanding that comes out of this, and you say, well, obviously, if there's more shops that are struggling, that means more customers for you. I'm going to drop a 4-letter word here, just so everybody knows. I don't give a shit if you ever buy anything from us. I don't give a shit if you ever opt in for anything from us. That's not why we're here. Yes, it's a service that we offer, and it's something that we extend out to people. But that's not why we're here. Scott and I would be having this conversation in a vacuum anyway, right? But there's no reason not to turn it into something that's beneficial for people. And I think the biggest misconception that people have is that saying that something is negative, and a lot of times when Bana comments something like that, Scott, it's because of the title of the video. And I know that he comes or they come, I don't want to misgender you, and watch the live stream kind of after the fact. They usually come in about halfway through, and it's fine, right? Mm-hmm. Their biggest gripe is the title. Why do we title this the way that we do? Because it's the truth, right? Etsy CEO refused to compete with Temu and Amazon. There's nothing negative about that. It is controversial. And you know what? That's what works with the algorithm. And that's the thing, right? And we just went on a whole rant, and I don't know if you were here for it, but we went on a whole rant about what works and what doesn't for the algorithm. If Scott and I are going to sit down and do this, if we were going to try to help as many people as possible, we do have to pay attention to what the algorithm wants. But that doesn't mean that the episode is negative. In fact, if you have watched any of our stuff, and I know that you have, if there is something that's really negative, like Etsy's burning to the ground, here's what the solution is, right? There's always that portion of it. And so even the giant rant that I just went on about stop blaming the algorithm, what was the solution? The solution is take that step back, channel that anger, that focus, that rage into something that's productive, right? That's the solution. Instead of griping about what we can't control, what is the solution? So I don't see us as negative. I see us as solutions-based. If I wasn't right, you wouldn't respond to me. You know,
but if he wasn't right or they wasn't right, we wouldn't respond. No, it's that it's just ridiculous. So we have to respond, or we want to respond. We don't have to. I could ignore you, and I could have put you in timeout. I have that ability here with StreamYard, but I didn't. I let you be heard because I want you to be heard.
Scott and I are both fired up today. So the reason that we're really responding to you is because we're fired up, and it's one of the silliest things that we've heard in a while, right? Like if you want to come hang out with us, you're more than welcome to. But if you think that we're negative, that's the other thing that's funny. If you go look at the comments after the live stream, we always get accused of the opposite. of that, which is, oh my God, these guys are just so rosy on Etsy all the time. Like, both of these things can't be true,
Right.
which means we must be doing something right, right? Like, we must fall somewhere in the middle because people on both sides are real upset about how positive or negative we are about Etsy. So it cracks us up. And Emily said, jacked up on Mountain Dew. I wish.